All righty. Okay, check. Hey. All right, welcome everybody. This has been a lot of technical finagling over here on my end. So hopefully we've made it here. I won't go into all the details, but all the emails I had scheduled to sent out, I think this morning with the link, and the link wasn't correct to where the concert was being held. So I've made the live stream public on my YouTube channel. It was supposed to be private, but I don't want anyone to not get a chance to watch it who bought a ticket. So I just figured this was the easiest way to do it. So you can go to my YouTube channel; it'll be right there. And then, of course, we'll send the replay out to everyone who got a ticket. So super sorry if you clicked the wrong link at like noon today, or if you got this yesterday and you're like, "Where's this live stream?" Because that was not supposed to happen. But I think we're getting it all sorted and learning what to do now to make sure that that doesn't happen again in the future. But I'm super excited here to be doing the show with everyone. So thank you for being here. If you guys want to leave some comments in the chats here, you can do that. I've got the chats open so I can see them, and I'll take some requests as well as the night gets going. So feel free to drop a comment there, and I'll get to that in a bit. So here's what we're doing today, friends. We are debuting the songs that are going to be on the upcoming record. So the record is in production right now. Last week we were in the studio for 3 days getting songs together, and working on a few others this week as well. So hopefully this whole thing should be wrapped by the end of the summer, and then to you out in your arms, which is great. So I'm going to be playing all those songs for you guys today and showing you how they go, showing you sort of the acoustic versions of them so you can get a sneak peek of what's going to be on the record. And I'm really excited about this record. So I think I'm just going to dive in and start playing some tunes. See Jeanette here in the comments. You bought a ticket an hour before. Well, I appreciate you buying one. I appreciate you attending the show. So let's start right off the hop here. This first song is called Paparazzi. I wrote it with Dave Madras, Angelica Appleman, and we actually wrote it for Angelica, which was, a song, reason why it was sort of on the shelf for a while, because it was sort of a tune we wrote with her in mind, and then she ended up kind of going to different directions of music, and I said, guys, I really like the song. I think it's something that I could do something pretty cool with if we kind of tweak it a little bit and make it for a male voice, and they were super keen to get this one out in the world. So this is the first one I'm going to play. It's called Paparazzi. It goes like this. Have a bottle of wine on the counter on rosé, ready to go. Song soft coming through the speakers, we're dancing real close. The way that your dress fits will make Blake Lively jealous. How could anyone blame us for feeling a little famous? Once we hit the scene, looking like we're straight out of People magazine, like we walked off a movie screen. Hollywood classic, cameras flashing, like we stepped out of a limousine. So in love, got everybody thinking that they just like us. By the end of the night, I wouldn't be surprised if we were hiding from paparazzi. Hiding from paparazzi. When you got what we got, you know that you're gonna turn some heads. It's all headlines, spotlights, every night's a red carpet. It's like all I see lately is your face on the TV. To me, you'll always be a Walk of Fame star, so no matter where we are. Once we hit the scene, looking like we're straight out of People magazine, like we walked off a movie screen. Hollywood classic, cameras flashing, like we stepped out of a limousine. So in love, got everybody thinking that they just like us. By the end of the night, I wouldn't be surprised if we were hiding from paparazzi. Hiding from paparazzi. Oh,
tonight. Oh, you better believe you and me will be on TMZ. 'Cause once we hit the scene, looking like we're straight out of People magazine, like we walked off a movie screen. Hollywood classic, cameras flashing, like we stepped out of a limousine. So in love, got everybody thinking that they just like us. By the end of the night, I wouldn't be surprised if we were hiding from paparazzi. Hiding, hiding, hiding from paparazzi. Hiding, hiding, hiding from paparazzi. And that is Paparazzi, written by myself, Dave Madras, Angelica Appleman. All right, we got some viewers here. It means it's working. I see some comments coming in the chat. That means it's all happening, which is great because that's what we were trying to do. You know, we wanted this thing to work and make sound. And if it's sounding okay, if you guys can hear me in the chat, in the channel, let me know in the chat. Make sure the audio is not peaking. I think I got to bring it down just a little bit here. And that should be good. But if you can't hear it or anything kind of weird is going on, just let me know. And we'll keep on singing tunes. All right, so this next one is called Crashed My Car. This is a hook I had years ago now, and we wrote the song actually in 2022, Rich Cloak and I and Dave Madras again, another David cut. And I had this idea about a song that was sort of about a songwriter. And this sort of idea that, when you're in this sort of space, you're kind of dating other songwriters, you're dating other musicians and stuff, and then sometimes those people go off and kind of become famous, and you don't become famous, and then it's so you've had this experience of hearing them on the radio, and that sort of putting the shoe on the other foot, because a lot of people, we write songs about them, and then having this sort of idea of, as a writer, hearing a song about yourself. Anyway, so it's called Crash My Car, and it was based on this idea that, off this hook that someone said to me one time when they heard this Casey Musgrave song for the first time. They said it was so good, I almost crashed my car. Like, I was so distracted, I almost crashed my car. And we sort of put that into this fun songwriter-y song. So it's called Crash My Car. It goes like this. Pedal down, chasing wheat field grain on the dirt road that you take to my place. I had one hand on the steering wheel leather, skimming the eighth and I with the other. It's 911 in the middle of this too late. When that highway DJ said your name, I almost hit the curb when I heard the first word from the voice that I'd been missing. Almost veered off the road, had my Chevy round a pole, got so caught up reminiscing about a girl from big dreams with a small town who had anything she could to get out. When you wrote that song, I knew you'd be a star, but when it came on, I nearly crashed my car. Crashed my car. I heard that melody in Kansas City on an old upright in a Super 8 lobby. You wrote the lyrics in my passenger seat, and I wish you were still sitting next to me. You're living life like they said you would. Damn, that's still one hell of a hook. I almost hit the curb when I heard the first word from a voice that I'd been missing. Almost veered off the road, ran my Chevy round a pole, got so caught up reminiscing about a girl with big dreams from a small town who did anything she could to get out. When you wrote that song, I knew you'd be a star, but when it came on, I nearly crashed my car. Crashed my car. someone else by now. That didn't stop me from spinning out. I almost hit the curb when I heard the first word from a voice that I'd been missing. Almost veered off the floor, I'm a Chevy out of poor guy, so caught up reminiscing about a girl with big dreams from a small town who did anything she could to get out. When you wrote that song, I knew you'd be a star, but when it came on, I nearly crashed my car. I nearly crashed my car. I almost hit the curb when I heard the first word from a voice that I've been missing. Almost feet on the floor, I'm a Chevy out of poor guy, so caught up reminiscing about a girl with big dreams from a small town who did anything she could to get out. When you wrote that song, I knew you'd be a star, but when it came on, I nearly crashed my car. Crashed my car. All right, and that is Crashed My Car. I'm just making sure we're going here. It looks like we've got a bit of latency, so I'm not going to be totally in sync with everyone. But that's okay. I can still see the comments coming in, so I see that Jeanette said it sounding good. And if you are here with us live, please say hello in the comments. Hopefully nothing has gone terribly awry. Checking my email that I sent out to make sure that no one's freaking out. But I think we got it. I think we're good. Okay, let's keep the show going. This next song, one of my favorites for sure. I think one of my favorites. I want to cut it for a really long time. I think we might have written this in 2020. I think it's literally been 4 years, and now it's coming to life finally. And it's a song called "Cigarettes Were Cool" that I wrote with Rich Cloak and Jordan Hansinger. And this was another hook idea I had that I knew was kind of weird and kind of out there, but I thought, I thought there was some real potential to be had there. And this sort of idea that, it's a song about cigarettes, but it's really just a song about life. It's a song about nostalgia. It's a song about, remembering someone you used to really care about that is out of your life now. And we sort of framed it around this idea that, yeah, and it was back at a time when cigarettes were cool. That's how long ago it was. And this is what came out of it. So here we go. We're making sound. Okay, it's still good. We're check 1 2, check 1 2. A little panic, but we're good. Still working. Here we go. Played their Riptide rock on the FM dial. I hadn't heard that tune in quite a while. Something about that song just made me smile. Like that nicotine rush we had at the time. You rushed back to the front of my mind. Out on the run, we chased the sun like Bonnie and Clyde. But there was a first time for everything. Didn't care about the trouble we were getting in. We were down where rebels messing around in my old man Chevy. Skipping class, trying not to get caught. Making out in parking lots. We were us, the world was ours to rule. Cigarettes were cool. Cigarettes were cool. I'm wondering what you've been up to. Did you ever cover up that heart tattoo? Did you travel the world like I swore you were gonna do? Did you drive that 65 into the ground? Raise a little family and settle down? Are you thinking about me? Yeah, I'm thinking about you now. Well, there was a first time for everything. Didn't care about the trouble we were getting in. We were denim wearing rebels, messing around in my old man Chevy. Skipping class, trying not to get caught, making out in parking lots. We were us, the world was ours to rule. And cigarettes were cool. Cigarettes were cool. Crazy how we thought it lasts forever. Just two kids who didn't know any better. When there was a first time for everything, didn't care about the trouble we were getting in. We were denim wearing rebels, messing around in my old man Chevy. Skipping class, trying not to get caught, making out in parking lots. We were us, the world was ours to rule. Cigarettes were cool. Cigarettes were cool. And that is a song called When Cigarettes Were Cool. Cigarettes Were Cool. That is the name of that guy. I love that one, man. I just think it's such a fun, nostalgic, throwback kind of song. And I can't wait for that one to be out in the world and, be here for all you guys. Excited for you guys to see it. I'm bringing it up on my phone here. It's interesting having to program a show and sort of play it at the same time. So making sure all the tech stuff's going, but great that we get some comments coming in. People saying it sounded good. I'm glad everyone found the stream. That is something that was touch and go there. But I really appreciate you guys being here, checking out the record, the soon-to-be released record. All right, this next one is called Flawless. And I'm not going to say too much about this one because I think it sort of speaks for itself. But I will say one of the few songs I wrote on my own. I've written a lot of songs on my own. This is one of the few that I was just struck by inspiration, and so I wanted to get it out. It's called Flawless, and it's about my girl. It's about my girl. Got a fair share of body issues. You should see the magazines that she's into. And I don't know how anybody stands a chance if you see who she's following on Instagram. She wants to be a little bit taller, wishes her hair was longer, wishes the boy she loved in high school never forgot her. But if I'm being honest, I've never seen anyone so flawless. I'm a lost soul on earth. She's a goddess, heaven sent for sure. Must have cracked a halo on the fall. That might explain why she forgot that she's everything you would ever want. She's got it all. She's so goddamn flawless. Goddamn flawless. I do my best to lift her spirits, but I don't know if she ever really is it. Maybe it's something that I'll never understand. One of the inaccessible things about being a man. She wants to be a little bit taller, so ran his numbers. Is the boy she loved in high school and took another lover. But if I'm being honest, I've never seen anyone so flawless. I'm a lost soul on earth, and she's a goddess, heaven sent for sure. Must have cracked a halo on the fall. That might explain why she forgot that she's everything you would ever want. Yeah, she's got it all. She's so goddamn flawless. Goddamn flawless. just run my fingers through her hair, whisper in her ear, you're so flawless. I'm a lost soul on earth and you're a goddess, heaven sent for sure. Must have cracked your halo on the fall. Might explain why you forgot that you're everything anyone would ever want. Oh, you got it all. You're so goddamn flawless. Goddamn flawless. All right. That is Flawless, written by myself, which was a super fun one. Just a super, I don't know, I just love that one. It hits me right in the feels, you know? It gives me those little songwriter feelies. All right. This next tune is called Gas is Cheap. And I wrote this again with Rich Cloak, Jordan Hansinger. And I had this sort of, expression in my mind of gas is cheap. And again, sort of, this is going to drive me crazy. There we go. It's actually kind of something my sort of written about my dad a little bit. And that expression of gas is cheap is just sort of a way that dads kind of shrug off being there for you, for lack of a better word. Like, growing up, both my mom and my dad, they drove me a lot. We lived out in the country, so, they had to drive me a lot to practices and classes and, music lessons and all that sort of stuff that parents, do for you so much when you're little. And this song is sort of that idea of, that unconditional love that you get. And when I pitched to the guys, they all kind of related the same thing with their dads. And a lot of people have sort of kind of come in favor of this, being like, they really relate to it. So I love how it turned out. It's called Gas is Cheap. And I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to start playing it. First weekend out, when he gave me the keys, thought I was invincible at the age of 18. When I hit the curve, I didn't see the ice. Wrapped that 4-door round an old green pine. I was scared to call him, he was there in a heartbeat. Thanked him, but all he said to me, gas is cheap. A couple hours on the road, it never bothered me. For you I'm always free, so don't you ever hesitate. I don't care how long it takes, a few 100 miles is what you need. Count on me, gas is cheap. Old at a hockey rink, or 17 and drinking. No matter what was going on, yeah, drop it all for me, yeah. Never complain, always just one call away. You asking to this day, you said the same damn thing. Gas is cheap, a couple hours on the road, it never bothered me. I'm always free, so don't you ever hesitate. I don't care how long it takes, a few 100 miles is what you need. You count on me, gas is cheap. Gas out the car just to sit by his bed. Told me I didn't need to come, but I looked at him and said, "This is cheap." In a couple hours on the road, it never bothered me. For you, I'm always free. So don't you ever hesitate. I don't care how long it takes. If a few hundred miles is what you need, count on me. Gas is cheap. Gas is cheap. Gas is cheap. And that is Gas is Cheap. Another one that's coming out on the record. I want to make sure if I missed any songs yet. Okay. So we're down to the final track of the record. The record's going to be 8 songs. I think I've played 8 songs unless I'm horribly forgetting a song that I'm cutting. But I think this is all of them. This last one is called Slippery Slope. I wrote this with Jess and Tay. Amazing female duo based here in Southern Ontario. And just love the song from the very beginning. And always wanted to record it, so we're taking it into the studio. And might even have some special guests with it. We'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out, but just always been a fave. It's called Slippery Slope. I'm waking up on a friend's couch. This is the bed that I made now. Took your name out of my phone, thinking I'd leave you alone. But I memorized your number. I still know the roof you're under. Trying to forget how to reach you, 'cause I know the harm that it could do. Guys, we're going to do it one more time because my guitar was muted. My guitar was muted, which probably made that sound terrible. So we're going to do it one more time. I'm waking up on a friend's couch. This is the bed that I made now. Took your name out of my phone, thinking I'd leave you alone. But I memorized your number. I still know the roof you're under. Trying to forget how to reach you, 'cause I know the harm that I could do. One little mistake's all that it would take if I see your face. That's a slippery slope. Next thing I know, I'm sliding into your DMs, sliding onto my truck bench, sliding down my hallway. We did it in heartbreak, sliding out of your dress, sliding into my bed. That's a slippery slope. I'm wondering how your dog's been. Whilst I spoke to your parents, I'd let her give him a call. Won't talk about you at all. I know your mom's gonna text you, let them know what I've been up to, and that'll push us up the edge till we right back away again. That's a slippery slope. Next thing I know, I'm sliding into your DMs, sliding onto my truck bench, sliding down my hallway like a did in heartbreak, sliding out of your dress, sliding into my bed, and that's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. Alright. Well, just because it's easy doesn't mean we should. We broke up for a reason. This time it's for good. I know it would be so easy for us to fall back to. But if I know me like I know you, well, that's a slippery slope. Next thing I know, I'm sliding into your DMs, sliding on my truck bench, sliding down my hallway like a did in heartbreak, sliding out of your dress, sliding into my bed. And that's a slippery slope. That's a slippery slope. Oh, that's a slippery slope. All right, and that is Slippery Slope, written by myself and Jess and Tay, and man, just love it. Just absolutely love that song. So, my friends, to finish up tonight, I'm gonna play probably the fan favorite one. I got some emails asking me to make sure I played this one on the stream, so I said that I would. And really appreciate you guys being here. David, thank you, man, for commenting in the chat there. Really glad you're enjoying. Ken, thank you so much. Jeanette, appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. And I will do a song in the Hammer. I will do a song in Hamilton. It's in the works. It's in the works for the fall, so stay tuned. This one is called Pay You Back, one of my favorites. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Goes like this. You remember I was 17, I hit a patch of ice and an old oak tree. School taking all the money I had, couldn't afford to fix it, I go driving like that. Did you put it on my tab? And I can pay you back. Well, 3 years later when school wrapped up, a little bit of skill, so I tried my luck. Went out with a guitar in my hand, nothing seemed to go the way I planned, and rent came due. It's more than I had. You said I could pay it back. And over time I borrowed my share of dollars and dimes, but that's not the thing that's always on my mind. When I was calling you in the middle of the night, sure what to do the rest of my life, and you tell me any good dream's worth a chase. It's a journey, not a race. In the end it all works out. It's okay if it's not all planned now and then. If you add up all of it, I could never pay it back. It all, I seem to find my way. And somehow bills got paid. These songs put some money in my hand, but I haven't bought you a house like I planned. When you hear that, you always laugh. Say there's still time to pay back. And over time I borrowed my share of dollars and dimes. That's not the thing that's always on my mind. When I was calling you in the middle of the night, not sure what to do with the rest of my life. Tell me any good dream's worth a chase. It's a journey, not a race. In the end it all works out. It's okay if it's not all planned now and then. You add up all of it, I could never pay it back. Remember the first time that I told that to you? You smiled when you said you never have to. I was calling you in the middle of the night, not sure what to do the rest of my life, and you tell me any good dream's worth a chase. It's a journey, not a race. In the end it all works out. It's okay if it's not all planned now and then. You add up all of it, I could never pay it back. Never pay you back. And that is Pay You Back. And that will do it tonight, my friends. Thank you guys so much for once again joining me here on this live stream. Really sorry for any technical glitches. If you tried to watch live, if the link didn't work for you, again, this is my first time doing it here on YouTube, and hopefully it worked out okay. But again, everyone will get a replay to your email that you bought a ticket with of this concert. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're excited as I am for the record, because man, oh man, I am just chomping at the bit to get those songs out in the world. So with that, my friends, I will say have a good night. I will see you again soon, and drive home safely if you drove somewhere to watch this. All right, bye for now, friends.